Hi there, I'm Surang from English Win, and it is the second part of films, the spoken part. And it is IELTS speaking part, but it is not only for IELTS people, that is for everybody. Third question, you remember the first part? How often do you go to a cinema to watch a movie? How often? What is the frequency? Maybe you are going to see films 2 times a year. 3 times a year. That is the frequency. How often? Then you can say, oh yeah, every month I go to see a film. That is what they ask generally. I'm not really keen on watching films in the cinema. I'm not really keen on watching films in the cinema. Cinema is the theater hall, the theater. Cinema is basically going to the film hall, as we say, the theater. I'm not really keen on watching films in the cinema. So going to a film hall. I'm not going to film hall to watch films that much. I don't like that much. Why? Therefore, I only go there when I have to meet my friends. He wants to know, how often do you go to cinema to watch a movie? And the guy says that he doesn't like to go to cinema generally. It's his ways and means. I'm not really keen on. I'm not interested. Keen means interested. I'm not really interested to go to cinema to watch movies. Therefore, I only go there when I have to meet my friends. When I want to meet friends, maybe they go there, they watch the film, and thereafter they go for a meal, and they go to different places. They will enjoy themselves as they meet their friends, maybe something. So therefore I only go there when I have to meet my friends, or sometimes when there is a blockbuster that I want to see immediately. Blockbuster. So one way that I'm going to see films is to meet my friends. That is one way. Another way of watching blockbuster movies, I have to meet my friends. Or sometimes when there is a blockbuster that I want to see immediately means patapatas. So as soon as possible, that is immediately. What is a blockbuster? Blockbuster is a movie that in these movies they use famous actors, and they spend a lot of money on producing that, and then they are really good to see, and they become really popular, and everybody wants to watch blockbuster movies. Maybe Jurassic Park, when it was introduced, it was really a blockbuster, huge one, blockbuster sort of movies. Blockbuster movies we want to see because they give us sort of a very thrilling type of experience. Yeah, immediately. So you understand what I say. Or sometimes when there is a blockbuster that I want to see immediately, anybody, I mean, if I hear a blockbuster is coming to the city, I would go and watch it. But blockbusters, if I watch blockbusters at home, generally using a very general setup, you would find that it is not so thrilling watching sort of blockbusters movie in very small screens. So I have made my place so that I can watch a film. It's a big screen and sound systems, good sound system. And I happen to watch a lot of things, not only films, sort of documentaries. I'll show you one day how I watch things. So I spend that good amount of money as I feel to entertain myself. And fourth question. So what is really important is not this one. You can understand this one when you have a dictionary, even single dictionary, English single dictionary. You can find what they try to say. That is not spoken English. That is the meaning. So if I happen to talk about the meaning of this one, you are not learning English, spoken English. Spoken English is just like Hitu and Kavi. Instant. You have to make things when you are given the chance, not something set. So if I'm a teacher and if I'm trying to explain things away, translate all these things and show you the meaning, I'm not teaching you spoken English. You cannot learn spoken English by doing that. You can learn spoken English only when they produce the language, make the language. So therefore, there are a good number of teachers, even in Sri Lanka, and internationally you find things, you watch them. And there are type of programs in YouTube, if you go to, not they try to teach English. They try to talk about things, maybe photography, or maybe about environment, maybe about culture and things like that in English, single people. So that's really interesting. That is the thing that you can learn English, not sort of things that translating materials. Translation is not spoken English. There are translators you find anywhere when you go to town. Probably they don't speak. They won't be able to speak that much, but they translate perfectly. That the job of the translator is a different thing. What kind of movies do you like best? What do you consider as your best movies? Best movies, my best movies. Shall we see? What kinds of movies do you like best? I like adventure ones. Adventure. We have the singular word for adventure, but I don't want to tell you what adventure is. Adventure is basically if the film is based on sort of adventure ones, then in film what you see is they are doing in the film, the people you see in the film, they do something, it is risky. Maybe they are going through forest, they find hyenas, leopards, lions, or very venomous snakes. So you are really excited when you watch that. If you hear a sound, particular sound, you become really excited. Oh, that is thrilling. That sort of thing is basically adventure. And usually in adventure films, what they do is a new thing. They do new thing. That is you cannot see in your day-to-day life. When you go to the boutique to buy a loaf of bread, or when you go to the boutique to buy a Gillette razor, you cannot have that experience. It is not an adventure for you to go to the boutique, to the shop. So, but here they show they go under water, they dive, deep diving and things like that. So, adventure. They keep me in anticipation. Oh, I like adventure ones. You understand what adventure ones is? Not just talking and talking and talking and talking is not an adventure. A war films would be a really good adventure. They excite me. Excitement. They excite me. If you get excited, if you become excited, what happens to you? Your breathing rate goes up. Your pulse rate going up. Maybe you are sweating. When you get excited, when you become excited, you know what exciting is? Exciting. They keep me in anticipation. The same idea. Anticipation means you are waiting to see something happening. You know that something would happen and you are waiting to see until it comes, until it happens. Anticipation. Maybe they are trying to near a goal in football match. Until the goal is done, you are in anticipation. Oh, going to do that and things like anticipation. So when you are in anticipation, you are really excited. That is the fact. They excite me. They keep me in anticipation, waiting to see amazing visual effects, waiting to see amazing visual effects. Visual effects. Oh, very beautiful things. Visual effects. They show you different things that you cannot see in nature. Maybe a serpent, maybe a snake would come towards you very quick, using the cameras, using increasing the speed at which the snake comes. Maybe a fight. In a fight, what they do is they show you different things that you cannot see in day-to-day life. Thousands of things, people like that. So they do that using green screens and things like that. And that is not natural. You know, they would do different things. They cannot do in day-to-day life. But we like to see how they fight. Maybe a guy, he would make a big fight with a lion. Never happens usually, generally. But we want to see that. That is it. And visual effects. The serpent comes to you. Something like that. With cameras, you can do that very quick. See, amazing visual effects. Hear great soundtracks. You know that when you watch films, soundtracks, maybe when something is going to happen, when the lion comes, the soundtrack becomes different. It gives you an indication. It gives you an idea that what is going to happen. Hear great soundtracks. Cry. He says, cry. You know what? Cry. Cry. You just cry. Be scared. He says that in that sort of films, just please, you can cry. You can be scared. You can be scared. You can laugh. And think. Oh, yeah. That's it. You can think. So, lot of experiences you can have going to watch movies. So, we learned a lot about movies. Our job is not to talk about movies. Your job is to talk about different things using the phrases and things that you find here. The best way is you just post the video and you can have a screen, screen capture. And you do have the, PDF. And I have sent you the PDF. So you can have that and you can talk about the same thing in a different way, in your style, in your taste. Maybe you should not think about grammar mistakes or whatever it is. You just talk about things. And when you start, you will be able to do that. Okay, right there. Subscribe. Give us a like. Share. And comment. That is what is important. Bye.